What's going on YouTube? So today we're going to take a look at the flip top portable work support stand from Ridgid. Alright, so I went up to Home Depot, I went to Tractor Supply, and I went up to Harbor Freights. They're all right up the street from me. I was looking for one of those roller bars to help me cut some wood off of my miter saw, and for some reason everybody was sold out of those things. I don't know, they must have been really popular that day, but I could not find one anywhere. So I seen this at the Home Depot, and I love Ridgid products, so I looked at it and I said maybe this will work out for me. And not only did it work out for me to cut some wood on my miter saw, but I used it for so many more things around the shop, and I really wanted to share with you what you can do with this. But before we do that, let's go over some of the features. So right here you can see up on top you got this nice flat surface, and it comes with that heavy duty plastic feel that Ridgid has on their tools. This is the outfeed direction, so this is the way you would want to go with your wood. If you were cutting and you laid your board across, you would go this way right here. So it's a nice and flat surface right up on top. Underneath here is your locking pin, and it's very simple to use. All you're going to do is pull it out, and this is what's allowing you to flip this back and forth. So you can do this in a 45-degree angle or what have you. So if I wanted a 45-degree angle, all I would do is come over here and push this pin in just like that, and that allows me to lock it in that position. So that gives you a couple other options while working with something. If you want to lean this up, something up against this or so on, that'll work for you as well. This right here is your locking mechanism. This allows you to bring this up or down. So this will give you a height of 27 inches up to 45 inches, depending on what you need to use this for. All you need to do is turn this like so, and you can bring it up, down, whichever way you need it. So it goes very low to the ground or very high. So that's a nice feature, and this will move on you a little bit. That's why you want to make sure that your legs are all the way open. But all in all, so it's very versatile when it comes to allowing you to bring it up in the air or very close to the ground. And once again, if I wanted to bring this down closer, I would just open that up, slide that down like that, and now I'm very close to the ground, as you can see right there. On each side of this you have two hooks, and if you're wondering what those are for weights. So you can get something that's heavy and you can tie them around this and let them hang, and this will stop this from moving from you or these legs opening up. So one thing I've noticed a little bit while working with wood on this is that sometimes if this moves, these legs will want to start to close a little bit and it loses the startability. So it's probably a good idea to add some weights to each side, let those hang, and you won't have to worry about it moving around. For the legs themselves, they're very easy to collapse, so all you'd have to do is bring this up a little bit if you wanted. And now you can store this wherever you want, really, and that's how easy that is. So if I wanted to put this in a corner somewhere, I don't have to worry about it taking up too much space. I can even take this pin out if I wanted, let it hang, bring it all the way down, and that's all the room it's going to take up on you. So that's a big plus in my book. Alright, so here's what's nice about this. If I have my table saw on and I was getting ready to cut a piece of wood, the roller bars would obviously help you catch that piece of wood that's coming out on the other side, and this does the exact same thing. So I would just push this through on my table saw, and you can adjust that to be exact height, which I did not. I wanted this to come down a little bit, and all I had to do is push it through, and then this would actually catch it right on the other side, just like the roller bar. So not only does it give you that function, it gives you a lot of other functions as well. So, you know, with the roller bar, you probably only have one function, that's to do this, which this allows you to do many different things with it. So let's look and see what else you can do with it. So when I was working on my hope chest, I was using large sheets of plywood, and some of them I would have to rip down using my sidewinder, my circular saw, and all I would do is clamp one side of it to the table and one side of it over here, and it was perfect. It let me rip straight through. And I didn't have to worry about them caving in on me because they were clamped, but it was very sturdy in that application. So I really like that, and it didn't move on you. Another thing that I use this for a lot, and I don't know if you can see some overspray on top of the legs down there, is I use this for painting. When I was painting the lid or other pieces and I didn't want it to touch the ground or I didn't want to bend over real far, I would put it up on this, and it worked great. I could adjust it to the perfect height and it allowed me to be ergonomically correct, which in return kept me comfortable, but it worked great for painting. I actually wish I would have picked up 2 of these instead of just the one. I'm probably going to go back and get another one. But it was just so versatile. It really helped me build this hope chest. And I don't know how I would have been able to do it without it because my kids can't help me. My wife's not going to help me on it. So this was perfect for me. Another thing that this allowed me to do is when I was using a miter saw, maybe I wanted to make a cut on a miter saw. This would allow me to bring this on the other side and actually hold that board up while I was doing a cut on the miter saw, or if I would have needed 2 hands, but I couldn't use 2 hands because I was cutting with the other hand, this gave me that extra hand. So it was really, really easy to use and really helped me out. It's like an extra set of hands around the house. The one thing I could not find, and I was surprised about that, and I even looked in the directions, and unless I missed it, they just weren't there, was how much could this support? Now, I weigh roughly around 235-ish, and I don't recommend you going 235 on this, right? But I'm just going to show you that, 235 pounds, I'm laying on this here, and it still feels sturdy. So I would say easily 100 pounds, maybe 150 pounds. I probably wouldn't go more than that. But yeah, 235 pounds, and I literally just laid on that with the feet up in the air, and it wasn't going anywhere. So extremely sturdy for the Ridgid. This whole system cost me $29 at the Home Depot. Now, the other roller bars, you can find them for $20, $25, around the same price range, but I just think that this offers a lot more, right? So if you're trying to paint, you're not going to be able to set that up on top. You're just going to have that one roller, and it's going to move back and forth on you. This right here, it'll allow you to do so many different things the rollers won't let you do. And I got to be honest with you, I love it. If you wanted to turn this at a 45 angle, that's fine. Maybe you wanted something that's bowing and it's riding up on you and so on, you can do that. But I gotta be honest with you, I love this tool. I love when these tool manufacturers come out with innovative designs like this, and that's one of them right there, the Ridgid flip top portable work support stand. I love it. I'm giving it a 5-star just because it's built well, it's easy to use, and you can use so many different applications on this thing. So if you need something like this, check this out. It's at the Home Depot. I'll put a link at the bottom. If this helps you, please thumbs up, subscribe. We'll catch you later.